This is Maasai Community Hope Academy. Hooray! Mbele yenu ni wanafunzi wa gredi ya 8 tayari kuangalia shairi lenye mada hiki kiasi kitako safiri nasi. Nilipofika mjini nilishikwa na kimaku. Vijana wengi mtiani wanapita kwa vitendo, maneno mengi domoni kasukuna au. Vijana wetu mjini, hiki ni Kiswahili gani? Baba yangu kuitwa muda, naye mama kuwa kasukundie dada na chapa kuwa pesa. Auone kuna shida kuharibu lugha sana. Vijana wetu mjini, hiki ni Kiswahili gani? Mwisho wangu nimefika, namaliza utafiti. Vijana mliopotea, huu ndio wakati. Lugha yako kuboresha, sisemi kwa usaliti. Vijana wetu mjini, hiki ni Kiswahili gani?
When I was a baby, I used to cry. I wanted Mama, I was fat, but now I'm ready to go grade 1. I know my numbers and my ABC. You is Amanda from Maasai Hope, ready to present to you a poem entitled Education. Education, education, I love education. ECD is the foundation, primary is the wall, secondary is the pillar, university is the roof, but to that foundation there is no roof. Thank you.
I'm Alex Masai Luwaya, the head teacher, Maasai Community Hope Academy, found at Ndonyongo Beach in Transmara West Sub-County, Narok County. The school started in 2008. It's a Christian-oriented institution. Also, most of the kids in the institution are sponsored kids, whereby as an institution we help to secure the life of education for those who are not able to pursue in various fields. Since 2008, the school has produced more academia products. We have those who have undergone doctorates. We have teachers, and others are pursuing in terms of law. In terms of teaching, most of our staff are people who learned here, or the ones, the pupils in this institution. One is like Titus Mathias. He was the product under sponsorship of the institution, and he also is the current deputy head teacher of the institution. Under management, the director of the school is known as David Kikwai. We have 3 directors. The director of education is Mr. David Lengume, and the person in charge of finance is known as Paul Muturi. As I had said earlier, the institution is under Christian SDA, that is Seventh Day Adventist Church, under South Conference. In terms of security, as you had asked earlier, the school hired a well-trained personnel. They are a registered company from Kisii. So there's no problem in terms of security. We provide enough supervision to our individual learners once they reach in our organization. Okay, yes. In terms of academic, first I'll just start for the last year. We closed the 844 system where our kids performed very well. The first candidate for KCP last year scored 393. We had 54 learners or candidates. Out of 54, 52 of them scored 300 and above. We had only 2 learners who scored 200 or in 200. We had a mean score of 354.96. As per placement of the government, we realized that most of our candidates were selected in good schools, in national schools. For example, I have 5 boys. The top 5 boys were called in Nyambaria High School. I think it's the best according to the ranking of the last KCSE. So I feel very proud that the same kids will come with the good results as they pursued in this institution. As per enrollment, this year 2024, I have 389 learners. 115 are boarders. The school is offering full CBC, where we have the primary section and also junior school. As per now, junior school, we have grade 7 and 8. We are prepared and we have qualified teachers from different universities who are trying to handle this junior school. And the lower primary or primary at large, we have also well-trained teachers from various colleges who are emphasizing about the new curriculum, that is CBC, and we are offering it fully as per the government. We have 3 well-constructed and spaced junior school classes. So we are already prepared up to grade 9. Then we have from grade 1 to 6. Also you have ECD section. The ECD section, we have 3 sections. We have what are calling play group. Those are small kids who haven't reached the maximum age to start PP1. So we have also PP2, the one that preparing for grade 1 next year. As per now, the CBC is majorly meant of practical work. And as an institution, we have set a science lab. Not yet complete, but in the next 3 weeks, it will be ready. We have just purchased some of the items. We have set one of the classroom where we are using it as temporary lab. But as I've told you, in 3 weeks, we shall be full, equipped as, or the lab will be completed and well set. So we are ready about CBC. Nothing we can doubt. And that's why we are saying parents within the community of Ndonyogo Bits and Transmara West at large, and even outside this county, you are welcomed at the institution because it is a place to be. In terms of supporting learners with special cases, a large percentage of the institution get from our sponsorship. And when you look at it's around 3/4 of learners are the ones who are sponsored. So in terms of politics or the leadership, we just have some leaders. Like I have 2 kids where councillor or the administrator of the area is sponsoring. So to that extent, we see that they have that confidence with the institution, because once a leader supporting a child in this institution, it's like also supporting us as institution as well. I have several like chiefs and assistant chiefs. Most of their kids are in this institution. That's why I also say security-wise, we are all set because we are all surrounded by the administration of the area. On the side of the government or local administration, they just wanting a request from the government. And this one I'm talking about the entire private school, not only this school, because most of the private school has the challenge. The kids in the institution are not private. It's only the facility, but the kids are under the government. So it was my humble request that if the governments know that the kids are for the government, the support they give to the public institution, they also need to surrender to private institution, even if it's in minor, but we shall appreciate that the government is with us. Instead of the government just collecting tax, majorly the normal taxes at a high rate. Yeah, so in terms of textbooks, you find that as a private institution, we spend a lot of money to purchase. So if the government can negotiate with the publishers, the prices the public school normally use to purchase those books, they're supposed to be the same price. The private institution is also need to do it to purchase the same books. I hope that rate we shall appreciate to the side of the government. In our institution, we have what we are calling a hospital, well equipped, well trained nurses. Most of our kids, when they are sick, they are treated in the institution. Unless it persevere, it's when you can refer them outside the facility of the institution. And the same institution, it serves the entire area, not only the school, even people from outside the institution. Also, we are trying to tell them to use the same facility because they have been crying about NHIF in this facility, or it's expensive. But by right now, we have organized where we are doing registration of the NHIF. By August, it will be ready. So let them not be worried about the same. People around will love them, and we really appreciate their support. Hapa ni sehemu tunafuga kuku. Ni project ambayo tuliweza ili wasaidie wanafunzi. Kwa kila wiki wanakula mayai boiled once to also add the nutrients or for bodybuilding. So it's a nice project which they have set, and is trying to help not only pupils, also teachers. Some of the projects we have in institution. This one is the school farm. Most of our kids, we don't buy vegetables from the markets. We just obtain from our school farm. We have bananas, we have sugarcane in the same institution. Let people bring their kids. It's a place of health. In terms of health wise, we really consider our kids.
Professionally, I'm a forester, and I came here to initiate the program of environment conservation, whereby we are starting with the school. In the school, we have already established the environmental club, and we want to conserve our environment. And in environment conservation, we have some areas where we have to conserve. We want to conserve the river banks, we want to conserve the water sources, and we involve our pupils and students and even teachers and everybody, the entire Macha community, to conserve the environment.
Very good, very good, very good. Tutakuona kwa TV leo. What is this?
Maasai Community Hope Academy. Hooray!
I'm the deputy head teacher, Maasai Community Hope Academy. This school is located in Kilgoris constituency, a Seventh-day Adventist school. This school has been here for about 10 years now, and it is offering education, the CBC curriculum. We are now fully working on the CBC program now that the 844 system has exited. So we have all these facilities, and the classes are running as we speak this time. And we look forward to a good school that produces the learners who are competent and ethical citizens who would help this nation in time to come. This is one of the best schools in Transmara West Sub-County because of the 844 KCP results last year. They performed exemplary well. We had a mini score of 354, which is a very good performance that we would use to have learners running these other classes. So I want to speak to those parents who will be listening to me this time, that we want to welcome you to Maasai Community Hope Academy. So we have the ECD classes, we have the pre-primary, those are pre-primary classes. We also have the primary section and the junior school section. We have labs here, we have the computer laboratory, we have the science and technology laboratory. So we want to welcome you so much to our school. Bring us your learners, so we mentor them, we nurture them, so that they realize what they want to be in their future. So because that is the key thing in the competence-based curriculum. This also school is, they also have the sponsoring program. And I want to say I'm one of the beneficiaries of the program. I was sponsored by the sponsors of this school. I went through the program. They took care of my school fees all through. And now I am back as a teacher, working here as a deputy head teacher. It's a privilege to work here. And you see, it is a successful program. If I've gone through and now I am successful as a teacher, it means it is a working program. And I want to encourage others who would really want to be part of us to really welcome and join us for this program. So thank you so much. Na Mungu awabariki.
The director of the school, but also in the structure of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. I serve here in this entity called Southeast Kenya Field as the executive secretary. What I do here, I'm one of the three officers, because we have the president, the executive secretary, and the treasurer. I do administration. I do also the issue of data, the issue of personnel, as like the human resource person. David Kikwai is a pastor in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and I'm also director of Maasai Community Hope Academy. Maasai Community Hope Academy is situated 6 to 7 kilometers from Kilgoris town. It is in a very good environment, very conducive for learning. and the school began in 2010. So it has grown after years, and the current population now is around 430. We have students who are boarders, and we have others who are day scholars. This school has grown to give birth to another school. So we have two schools. One is very close to Kilgoris, it's at a place called Alalui, and this one now is at a place called Adonyokopit. The other school has 300 kids, 315, while this one has 430. This is not just another school. This is a special school because it teaches holistic approach to education based on the Seventh-day Adventist philosophy of education, which actually has four faculties: social development, mental, physical, and spiritual. The most basic one, the most fundamental, is the spiritual, the holistic approach of man. We have been doing exams since 2015. The current one, the most current one, the minister of the school was 258. So away, we complied with the government regulation of having the GSS, Junior Secondary School. We have put up a lab. You can be able to see the pictures. And we have tried to make the school self-reliant, even managing itself in terms of food, in terms of everything that we provide. What we import or what we buy from house is something very small. I want to encourage the other communities who have seen this, bring your kids there, because that is guaranteed that you're going to get value for your money.